So with the 87 max rated hero pack being leaked to come tonight, I thought I'd give myself a little go at doing a tier list based around all the cards available from that pack itself. A lot of these I have used or have used on previous FIFAs, but if there's ones that you kind of disagree with me, let me know down below. I'm all up for changing it in the future or listening to your own opinions, boys. But this is purely off my opinion on the card. You may think different to me, but let's kick it off with an absolute beast, a powerhouse, an animal, a machine himself in the S tier straight away. It is probably one of the best midfielders I've used on the game so far myself. He just has the whole package, defensively and physically ridiculously solid. Dribbling's good. He's lengthy as well for new gen, which is a big thumbs up. And going forward offers you so much with the shooting. I scored a goal with him, boys, where I've done a bicycle kick and scored an overhead kick from about 25 yards. The review's on my channel. If you want to see it, it's in the first 10 seconds of that. Just go check it out. It is honestly ridiculous, and he deserves a place in that S tier. All right, and then we're going to leave him there for now. He's going to be alone for a little while, and we're going to make our way up the tier list straight away. I feel harsh putting players in the D list, so we're going to kind of, nestle about the B and C as it starts. And Dirk Kuyt, I hate to say it, boys, smack bang in the C tier. It's just a meh card. He's not bad, he's not good, he doesn't really offer too much. He's a little bit stonky as well. He's a stacked geezer. In game, it's noticeable with the dribbling. You do feel him kind of, making his way, sludging across the pitch. Occasionally pulls off a moment of madness, and he's good for chemistry as well if you're rocking Eredivisie team. But that is about it, in my opinion. Alongside him, we're going to add Al Jabir. He's not bad, all right? For a starter card, if you've got if you just need a striker who's going to score goals for you, this man's decent. But in regards to heroes, you're expecting pure quality. He doesn't deliver in all areas, in all fairness, boys, okay? A little bit lackluster across the board. Links kind of suck as well. So, he deserves a place in the C tier. It is what it is at the end of the day. In all fairness, it's quite helped by the fact that there is another Saudi hero card as well. So there's two of them you can have in your team. Talking about him, actually, let's have a little detour from the C tier real quick. If you're lucky enough to pack this boy, I am jealous, because he's smack bang in the A tier for me. He has been phenomenal in drafts. Phenomenal. He is so powerful on the ball. He's so quick, direct. The dribbling's great. The shooting as well. Just so good. And he's sat in that reasonably good price bracket, about 200, 250, like 200 to 250k at the moment. So that is 100% a W if you're lucky enough to pack him. So yeah, Yahya Arman Al-Hawara, I'm not too sure how I say his name. And also his World Cup card that is leaked to come out as well is going to be phenomenal. Now, a controversial one. I'm sticking Cordoba in the B tier. Purely because I play on new gen. You're going to hate me saying it, but lengthy is important in regards to centre backs. You need powerful, lengthy players. Cordoba doesn't quite cut it for me, man. I don't know why. I'm used to the 6'4" hench geezers like Big Virgil van Dijk. Using Cordoba, I get a little bit bullied. But for you, he could be incredible. And all fairness, I have used him in draft once, and I did win that draft. So maybe I'm being a little bit harsh, but I'm sticking him in the B tier. But in regards to actually packing the card, it's a W because he's a little bit expensive. So, you should keep your head up high if you are packing that. We're going to join him another card in the S tier now, and that is Marquisio. These two are the high tier ticket items in this pack that is going to be coming out. Basically the best of the best that you can get. Phenomenal Hullet gang centre midfielder. The passing's great. There's a lot of hype around the card as well. And he is worth a pretty penny. Great for links as well with the Serie A. It is a premium league. Italian as well. You cannot go wrong. Now, a couple of cards I want to touch upon quickly that I actually really enjoyed and pleasantly surprised me. I'm going to put Park Ji-sung in the A tier. Yeah. Controversial, maybe, but he feels good in game. Like, his dribbling's really good. He offers a lot. He could play as like a box-to-box centre mid as well. You could play him all across the park. He'll do a job in the cam role as well. Maybe even as a striker if you're feeling a little bit ambitious, a little bit saucy. But he has pretty much the whole package. A really well-rounded card in Park Ji-sung. Premier League as well. For me personally, I wouldn't mind getting this man purely because of the amount of Premier League cards I've got in my team. And he is a definite W from this SBC pack. Alongside him, is he A tier worthy? You know what? He's really impressed me, but I'm going to put him in the B tier. I don't want to flood the higher tiers quite yet. Nakata, quality card. Really solid. I feel like a lot of the previous icons that have gone down to heroes are just performing on this game now. I don't know what it is. Nakata and Okocha are dominant now. Okocha especially, his price is insane. But a really good card and 100% a W from this SBC in my opinion. Just delivers the goods. I played him as a cam, central cam, Serie A links. You cannot go wrong, boys. Definitely on the W side of things. Alongside him, I'm going to put this man, Capdevila. I'm seeing him a lot actually. I'm in Division 1 at the moment. It's sweaty. I'm seeing this man and Mendy popping up a lot. Purely because he's lengthy and he's built like a brick wall. He's so big, so physical, so hard to bully your way past him. So he deserves a place in the B tier. And once again, that would definitely qualify as a W in my opinion. Now then, we're getting through the players that I've used this year, lads. There's a few more to get through. And then we're on the cards that I'm just basically giving an opinion off the actual rating itself. Brolin, smack bang in the B tier. A little bit average. I used him. I played about 5 games with the card. Like, his dribbling's decent. The shooting let me down massively, which is pretty frustrating. Pace is there. And it's basically the dribbling was the only thing that really impressed me. The passing was good, actually, with the link-up play. But just not clinical enough, in my opinion. His price is pretty good. So if you do get him, you know, you probably give him a go. Try him out for yourself. But in my opinion, he belongs in the B tier. Alongside him in the B tier, Harry Kewell. Big Hazard. All right. You could maybe scrape the A tier. Maybe. I tell you what, I'm doing it. A tier. A tier Harry Kewell, controversial, okay? But I got a lot of love for this man. Delivered the goods to me in the draft when I needed him the most. Him and Joe Cole, all right, on my same team. I tell you what, talking about Joe Cole, he belongs down here in the C tier. Harry Kewell, unbelievable. Feels quick, feels premium. Has that little something extra, you know, going forward. Joe Cole, very lackluster for me. I don't know what it is. I just didn't go on with him. It could be a debatable topic, this one. But let me know where you put Kewell and Cole yourself. But I'm sticking with A and C tier for these boys. Govu. Ooh. I'm putting Govu in B tier. Once again, I didn't see it, lads. He didn't deliver the goods to me. All right. He looks great on paper. He really does. The finishing was good. But at the end of the day, I didn't get on with the card. Links are quite nice actually being in the Liga, and there's not too many heroes from the Liga. So, you know, it's definitely good in that aspect. But me personally, B tier is where this man belongs. Now, we're going to go a little bit extra here. There's 3 more cards I've used. Donovan belongs in the B tier. Very similar to Govu. If anything, I prefer Donovan to Govu and Brolin. I don't know what it is about Donovan. On stats, on paper, he looks worse than the 2 of them. MLS links as well. Could be better now that we got Insigne and some more MLS cards. Almada for season objectives. But personally, I preferred him over a lot of the people in the B tier. But it's where he belongs. You know, he's not anything crazy, not anything shocking. If anything, he's with some expensive cards in this tier. And I feel like he overperforms the price. I think the price tag was very much dominant on the fact that he's MLS. Doesn't really offer much for chemistry reasons. But now with a few extra MLS cards kicking about, you probably could say he deserves his place here. In the A tier, we add another man by the name of Smolarek. A lethal striker for me. His outside the foot shots towards the start of the game was so good. Left foot Trivellas, top bins from all over the pitch. I think I scored one pretty much from the corner flag. Live on stream, it was crazy. Really, really nice card. Bundesliga as well. Definitely one of the premium ones, one of the expensive cards that you can get from this. And I definitely would not be complaining if I do pack this man. Now, a lot of these cards down here I have not used. One I have used, who I don't know where to put him in all fairness, because he's good. Purely because he's lengthy. That's the only reason this card feels this good. So I'm going to stick him in the B. We'll stick him in the average. Crouch is decent, mainly because of the height and, you know, the kind of the lengthiness factor that he offers. He's a bully. He's absolutely massive, as you know. He's like 6'6", 6'7", something like that. And he scored goals. He basically scores goals for fun. Just ping it up to him, whip crosses in, and he will head them into the back of the net. It's as simple as that. Now, the first player that I am putting in the D tier, it's an obvious one. Get in there, sunshine. Rickon. He's the worst one you can pack, I think. I'm pretty certain he's the cheapest and the worst. All right? I hate to say it, but Rickon, you belong in the D tier. Realistically, for a hero, like, if you get him, he's still usable. At this stage of the game, you can still rep this man in your team. German Bundesliga, it's not that bad. But in regards to actual heroes and what you can get available, he definitely belongs in that D tier. And I'm going to put a player alongside him who might be one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen in this game. All right? To be fair, it's controversial because he's goalkeeper, but Jersey do like down here. I've seen some people saying this man is so good. I've not seen it, mate. I've not. I really haven't. He's been my keeper in draft a few times, and it's just fraudulence. To be fair, I say that about every keeper. I don't really get on my goalkeepers, boys. Any goalkeepers that you're using that are good, let me know down below, please, because Dudek's not the one. I'm using Neuer at the moment. He's been a bit fraudulent recently, so an upgrade definitely will be needed. Now, another card that is going to be a bit biased. There's a bit of bias there, but purely because of the finishing stats and the fact that he's Premier League, Freddie Ljungberg belongs in the C tier. I love the outside the foot shots with him. I feel like they're really good. The finesse shots are really nice as well. He has that kind of a clinical shooting from outside the box. Dribbling's really good and compact. And he's basically really affordable in game. To be fair, if you get him from the SBC, it's a little bit gutting. But I definitely think he belongs in the C tier. A little bit ahead of the D. He's borderline. He's kind of floating above D, just in C in my opinion. Now, Robbie Keane. I've not used him. I've used him in previous years and he's a lethal finisher. I feel like on this game, he probably belongs in the B tier. Not quite A tier, but really, really good card. Great for Premier League teams as well. The pace is there. The dribbling's decent. I'm not too sure if he can be lengthy. I'm not 100% certain. But the shooting's lethal, man. Like, he's going to be so clinical for you. He's going to score some screamers. And he definitely belongs in that B tier. Now, Campos, I've not used him. But he's, what is he? He's a tiny goalkeeper. He belongs in the D tier. I refuse to put this man any higher. He's an absolute tiny geezer. All right, he's going to get dinked a lot. Chips are very overpowered this year. There's kind of floating outside the foot shots from outside the box. You're going to concede a lot of goals with him. And Links, it's not ideal in my opinion. Campos belongs down here. Mosterboy as well, I'm also going to put... Actually, no, I did quite enjoy him actually. He's kind of underrated weirdly. Like, he's very similar to a lot of cards like Goretzka, for example, on paper. I think he belongs in the C tier. Once again, a borderline D and C card in my opinion. Really solid. If you get him, definitely give him a go. He could be decent for you. But cards like Frankie de Jong, for example, are much better in my opinion. Now we're down to the final three, boys. We got Tim Cahill, we got Solskjaer, and we got Dempsey. What do you reckon? Where are you putting these three? I'm putting Cahill smack bang in the C tier again. Decent card. Decent. That's about it in all fairness. Has that kind of, you know, cult hero status on the game as well, which is nice. A lot of people love a bit of Timmy Cahill. He scored some crazy goals in his career. So yeah, I think C is where he belongs. Similar in regards to Kaut and Ljungberg. Yeah, he belongs down here. Dempsey as well, I'm putting in the C tier. Really solid. Like, he's just a tanky centre mid, like Stash Cam. I really enjoy his card last year, actually. I tried his FUT Captain's Hero, and I used him quite a bit. I do quite like Dempsey in this game. And I feel like, yeah, C's about right. And then Solskjaer. I don't like Solskjaer in the real world, but I'm not going to do him a disjustice because there's worse heroes to get. I'm going to smack him in the C. I think that's pretty good. We've not gone overkill with the S and A tier cards. This is my honest, brutal opinion. A lot of people probably controversial. Cordoba, maybe Nakata, Brolin, Govu probably could be higher in a lot of people's opinions. But that is what I think, boys. Do let me know down below what you think. And let me know who you packed from the SBC tonight. I'll be intrigued to know. I'll be more... I hope you enjoyed as always. Let me know if you want to see more tier list kind of videos. I'm also using my backup camera because my HD camera died. But let it slide, alright, boys. And yeah, catch you later. Take it easy, lads.